I'm not crying. I have like some shine in my eyes, but it's been a really bad night. Okay.
Tears be gone for the saddest fish among us. See, I could totally do branding. I don't know why nobody wants to attach their brand to my name.
Jeffree Star is the person, in my opinion.
I don't have to translate that one. Someone learned a new phrase.
You know what, Melissa? You would not be laughing if you knew what I knew and what is going on right now. None of you should be laughing about this.
Stop laughing. This isn't funny. Stop laughing at me, you guys. Stop.
Because what's going on is so serious. This isn't funny. It's life or death.
Life or death. I mean, how many more crazy claims do I have to make before you guys start buying my bullshit?
I wasn't stressed until tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't stressed until just now, tonight. I mean, social media has always been so stress-free for me in the past. How was I supposed to know that tonight it was going to cause me stress?
And it's not because of me.
Yeah, because it's never because of me, but it's always about me.
I'm going to turn on members only because you guys are being horrific. You don't seem to care and you want to berate me. And I have asked you guys to be kind and I've asked for your prayers.
Now you guys are going to get blocked for not praying for me. Oh, and God knows that you touch yourselves at night.
And it's just more proof that Jeffree Star and his friends, Shane Dawson, are doing things behind the scenes that are so terrible, and they're using their money and their power and their influence to just make people do whatever they want. And that's not the kind of behavior that we should want on YouTube.
Just crown me Queen YouTube already. I've already declared it so. No one else has the moral authority because I have the moral authority. Oh, and you can tell Kettle, my pot, they will never meet. Suggesting otherwise is to berate me, attack me, harass me. Hell, it's even attempted murder now. It's horrific. You guys are just evil fuck.
Jeffree became Shane's friend through their redemption piece, and then Shane used Jeffree for money. And now they are glued together because he does the merch, and he's also, making Shane millions of dollars.
See, he's not a good steward of his money and power, but I will be. So give me all of his money and power, and I will be the most benevolent of YouTube gods, should you prove yourself worthy.
Trisha, you guys don't have to like her, but I can actually identify so much in her because she's the kind of person I can tell that believes the best in people, is loyal to her friends, and will defend her friends no matter what, even if they do things that are bad.
Notice me.
Like, I will never, you don't have to like everything that she does. Honestly, you don't.
You are allowed to dislike some of her acts. So mote it be.
Just because why? Because she sometimes trolls, literally, like so many creators. Keemstar trolls. Like Keemstar, in my opinion, does 37 million times things worse than Trisha and doesn't get half of the amount of hate that she does.
And that is an accurate statistic. My math skills are omnipotent.
Jeffree Star is a monster, and so many of these YouTubers are monsters, and they knock people down, make an example of them, humiliate them.
They're mean, you guys. They knock people down, humiliate them, make an example of them. And those last two didn't at all purposely sound like orders.
Like, this is what Jeffree does. Like, Jeffree, by the way, is always on drugs. Like, Jeffree wants to pretend like, he smokes pot and it's not a big thing. Dude, Jeffree, pot's a drug. Like, I don't care if you like to use it. It's still on drugs.
Can somebody get Karen, a Jeffree, and a furry wall to stroke?
So, but then to try to like diminish her, and like degrade her is just disgusting. No one should be using their power and their money to intimidate people and to buy their silence and to make them say like, well, I have money, so you should feel grateful.
And no matter what any of you say, it's not your business if Jessie Bear signed an NDA.
Like, this is how toxic this environment is. It's horrible. And Jeffrey is like the ringleader of all of it. And I'm not speaking about anyone but Jeffrey. I want to be clear.
Exactly. I'm not slandering anyone here except Jeffrey. I want to be clear. I am only slandering Jeffree Star.
On the channels that you're watching, are they constantly degrading other people that are women, right? That are in the same category as them? Are other commentators constantly going after female commentators? Because why? Because they're easier targets.
It's kind of why I go after women anyway.
You know what pisses me off about all of this when it comes to Shane is and I'm not trying to, like, what she's going through with Shane is terrible, but like to like bring this back to my own experience on YouTube, because I so relate to what she's going through. I was the one that did so much digging into Shane, and I looked through all of those videos, and I had this massive thread on Twitter, and I was able to dictate and show like all of his behavior and all of these things he had done that were so problematic, that were reasons he should be canceled, not small reasons, big things he had done. And I got attention for it.
You see that? That's how a professional victim turns their back around on themselves.
And then all of these male creators just started attacking me, destroying my credibility, saying that I was like making up cops and I was trying to do these investigations. When all honesty, all I did was watched a video by Sanders Kennedy, and I said, oh, okay, well, if that's, because I was getting messages too. I've seen all the videos. I thought he had something real. I did not know that he's the one that reported it, but the officer that I was accused of making up is real. And it was male creators that threw me under the bus. Because why? Because they want to ruin my credibility. They want to stick up for Shane because Shane's their god, and they don't want me to get any clout for it. I was called out, and like Ethan Klein was like putting me on his channel. And then the minute they start attacking me, it's like, well, she got attention and I wanted it. So what she goes through, what Trisha goes through, other creators go through. And it's just a trickle-down effect. And it's disgusting.
Like I said, nothing is because of me, but everything is about me. These guys are just upset and doing all of this because I got some clout off of their man Shane Dawson, and they don't like that a woman got some clout. So they're trying to take me down now. In fact, I bet that they already tried this. I bet that they put Sanders Kennedy up to that video months ago, knowing I would probably share it without fact checking, and knowing I would probably add to the narrative. That was all a setup. Yeah, it was. I said it. It was a setup. Just accept it. Moving on. I told you all months ago that that wasn't my fault with the whole Sanders Kennedy. I told you it wasn't my fault. Well, now you know. Now you know it was a setup, and none of it was my fault. Sexism.
Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to stop thanking you guys all the time because, to be honest, it's kind of rude how it keeps interrupting me. And I'm trying to make a video here. I'm trying to talk, and it keeps interrupting me. Besides, the privilege of watching me is really thanks enough.
Here's the thing, you guys. There's a lot of misinformation about me on YouTube right now, and it's not true. I will always stand up for other women.
Unless they're 9 and claiming abuse.
I will never stand for this kind of behavior. And there are a lot of misogynistic men on this platform that target women, degrade us, try to ruin our credibility, and make us look crazy.
It's true. Some of these guys even use the "see you next Tuesday" word when talking about women. A real man wouldn't, but some of these guys do. No, you dire wolf, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about real men.
Do you know that one of the reasons why I had to private my Twitter at one point was because Keemstar was on his channel, on his Twitter, degrading me, lying about me, calling me what, I don't even know, crazy, a stalker. None of it was true. And I got so bombarded by hate. He convinced his audience that I was guilty of shit I did not do. And I have been paying the price for that. And I'm the crazy one.
Yeah, I've been paying the price for my lies ever since this lawsuit.
Yeah, it is gaslighting. I've been gaslit for so many months, but if I say it, then I'm the narcissist, which, by the way, you guys, I'm not a narcissist. I'm like the exact opposite. I'm an empath.
I'm kind of a sad fish empath, though. I can only pick up on the pain and misery of other people, unless it doesn't benefit me in some way. But I can never feel any other emotion. The exact opposite of a narcissist.
People say that I'm obsessed with the Duggars. No, I'm obsessed with women having rights. I'm obsessed with women having education. I'm obsessed with women being treated equally. And when I see women not being treated equally, I'm always going to speak out about that.
See, if Jeffree Star would just treat men as badly as he treats women, then I'd shut up. I mean, if I didn't, then I would show that I didn't really care about sexism or care about Trisha's trauma. And it might even show that I was trying to hijack her trauma and trying to parade it as my own.
Her struggles with her eating disorder. She has a binge eating. She talks about this on her channel. She has a binge eating disorder. She also has acne that she has and tries to take care of. She does facials. She gets cystic acne. It is not related to the food she eats.
I know this because I went digging for her medical records.
And I'm on the receiving end of a lawsuit, mind you, that the person that's suing me blamed Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson for doing to her. Think about that. Why do you think I'm so mad right now? In June, on YouTube, she blamed them for everything, and I'm being sued. It's unconscionable. I have 135,000 subscribers. I had a channel that was moving really fast. And why wouldn't you sue the people that you actually are saying did this to you and go after the person who doesn't have money? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's almost like it's complete and total bullshit.
This is why I will never target Amber Lynn Reed. People have asked me for over a year to go off on her because she's shady and she's, got a weight loss channel, but she's not losing weight. And I said, no, I'm not going to go after a woman who is struggling with her weight and degrade her even further. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to really deal with the overweight. I'm just going to focus on the skinny girls. I mean, that's how I show I'm against discrimination.
I am the scapegoat.
But not the chaos goat.
If you actually did some diving and digging into what this person does and how manipulative it is, you would realize how scammed you are.
Yeah, I got nothing.
But if you want to continue to believe that this person who's claiming to be a professional with no professional experience and telling you about how you should know something about her, wake up, people. Just because someone puts something on YouTube and tells you that it is what it is does not mean it's true. I paid $3,000 for my lifetime victim card.
See, and it's not fair. Some people get their cards for free. I shouldn't have had to pay for mine at all.
Combos to come. Stay strong, people group. Let's work together. Let us work together. Let's get this channel back to what it was. Let's be the strong community that we are.
Can we just get this channel back to where it was? Back to when I was dragging Micah all over YouTube. Can we just pretend that everything after Micah never happened?